Gold is money. Silver is money. But what about platinum? Can platinum be money? We had a gold standard for the majority of this country's history. But what about a platinum standard? Today, we're going to explore the hypothetical, would platinum be good as money? Hey everyone, welcome to Campbell's Coins. Bear with me as we step into fantasy land. Careful now, this is the same space that California politicians occupy, and there are hypodermic needles and trash piles everywhere. For the last 5,000 years, silver has been money. For at least the last 3,000 years, gold has been money. Why not platinum? Platinum has only been discovered within the last 500 years, but the process to refine it has only been around since the early 1800s. So a lot less platinum exists above ground compared to the other two metals, and why would we need a new money when the other two work so well? Since the 1800s, platinum has largely been an industrial metal. Its value for a majority of this time often exceeded gold, only recently in the last 10 years being surpassed by it. Platinum is a member of the platinum group of elements. Platinum is a dense, malleable, ductile, highly unreactive, silverish white metal. It is very rare like gold, with some estimates being 15 to 30 times rarer than gold. There's a caveat here. These rarity levels are true for the above ground supplies. But in all my research with the U.S. Geological Survey, platinum and gold have virtually the same rarity within the Earth's crust. Like gold, it is very dense, but slightly more so. It is the densest of metals in the platinum group. Platinum is one of the least reactive metals. It is highly resistant to corrosion, even at high temperatures, and therefore considered a noble metal. Would platinum work as money? The Treasury Department keeps floating the idea of a $1 trillion platinum coin every time the United States heads towards debt default. The US always raises the debt ceiling, so this coin isn't necessary. What if platinum was introduced as a physical currency to be used as money? In order for something to be money, that item has to be divisible, there must be a finite amount, and it must be a store of value. It also has to be something generally accepted as a medium of exchange, a measure of value, or a means of payment. It's difficult to use diamonds as money for a number of reasons. One, they are too numerous. Second, they vary in quality. Some are flawless, most not so much. A small flawless diamond is worth a lot more over a larger diamond with flaws. A diamond, while not rare in the slightest, is a good store of value because the supply is controlled by the De Beers Company. This is what makes gold and silver so great. One can make nice, even sizes of the same weight and purity, and they are great stores of value. Gold ticks all three parts of the definition of money. Platinum, it could be argued, does as well. There is about 1 ounce of mined gold per person on the planet, even less for platinum. So the finite amount is covered. Platinum can be divided just as small as gold, and I would argue would hold up better than gold because platinum is a very hard metal, meaning it won't wear down like gold can. Yes, gold is indestructible, but it's really soft and it can wear. Can one recover those worn down bits? It's really doubtful. Platinum would hold up better to handling and abuse. Many people pointing to platinum saying it can't be used as money because it never has been. While this is true, it's also intellectually misleading. True, it hasn't been used as money for as long, nor does it have a track record like gold, but that's only because we recently discovered it and learned how to work with it. The Russians and the British used it in their currency for a bit during the early 1800s. Even if we didn't want to use physical platinum as a medium of exchange, we could use a platinum-backed digital currency. We've all heard about the BRICS nations going towards a gold-backed currency, using gold in an effort to establish not only legitimacy to a brand new currency, but bury the dollar since the dollar is backed by nothing except U.S. force. According to the World Gold Council, Russia holds about 2,300 tons of gold, while China holds just over 2,000 tons. I would argue these numbers are low compared to their actual holdings. But what if they were to use platinum instead? Russia is the second largest producer of platinum in the world. That would be really unique. And I don't think this would happen because it would tip favor towards Russia, which is something China would not want. They prefer superiority and at a minimum, equal positioning. A platinum-backed currency won't work here in the US for the simple reason of increased cost. Platinum has far too many industrial uses, and using it as money would make platinum too costly. So what is platinum used for? It's basically just a catalyst. 90% of the world's platinum supply is used for industry. This breaks down to a few groups. As previously mentioned, 45% of platinum is used primarily in catalytic converters, which helps convert over 90% of harmful elements like carbon monoxide, hydrocarbons, and nitrogen oxides from gasoline engines into less harmful carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and water vapor. 34% is used for jewelry. The thinnest sections of platinum are strong and sturdy. 3/9 fine platinum is slightly harder than pure 3/9 fine iron and does not wear out nor warp easily. We can see why it's popular in jewelry because it retains its shape and thus provides the best and safest settings for diamonds. 9% is used in petroleum refining, and 3% is used in industrial applications such as hard disk drives. The remaining amount is used in various minor applications such as medicine, biomedicine, glass-making equipment, investment such as bullion, electrodes, anti-cancer drugs, oxygen sensors, spark plugs, and turbine engines. More importantly, it has found use in hydrogen fuel cell vehicles. 30% more platinum is used in fuel cell cars than gas, and this is an important figure because the number of fuel cell cars is growing and expected to keep growing as countries continue to put bans on gas vehicles and making moves towards a green energy future. Europe is transitioning to hydrogen fuel vehicles. America is transitioning to electric vehicles. Electric vehicle makers are now getting involved in the actual mining and processing of lithium. They are not leaving it to chance or broken supply chains, and I can't blame them. Henry Ford pioneered this for his company with rubber and other materials like steel and coal, sourcing them directly. Elon Musk has begun to look into silver mines for his EV production. General Motors just invested $650 million in a lithium miner for their EV vehicles. And this brings us to the sponsor of this video, FE Battery Metal Core, ticker FEMFF here in the US. This company is currently up 100% from this time a year ago, and it's trading upwards. Why is lithium so important? The answer is lithium batteries. Lithium batteries are great for 3 reasons. First, they have a very high energy density, meaning that a lot of energy can be stored in these batteries per unit of volume. Lithium batteries have a low discharge, which means a longer shelf life. Lastly, unlike nickel-cadmium batteries, lithium batteries don't have memory effect. Regular batteries have a decreasing charge capacity. EV production is using lithium batteries as well as an increasing number of electronics. Not only is FE Battery Metals Core located here in the Americas, but they have 2 of the largest land holdings in Quebec and 1 in Ontario, Canada. These 2 regions have some of the highest quality mining jurisdictions. Their Augustus project is really amazing and something that caught my interest. They just completed 10,000 meters of drilling, and multiple drilling targets have already been identified. This project is an historical mining district with established infrastructure. This is great because they don't have to build roads, put in electricity, or railroads, all of which is time and capital draining on any company. 2 of these holes drilled, completed for advanced metallurgical test work for lithium production, resulted in 85% recovery and a production of 6.08% lithium concentrate. These are very high levels. There are very few lithium miners in the Americas. There's one in the United States, and the second one is starting in Canada. Most high-grade lithium is in regions of the world which are not super friendly to the United States. Afghanistan has a lot of high-grade lithium, and those mining rights went to Russia and China as soon as we pulled out. China has a bunch as well, and China is gobbling up this metal in an effort to control the market. Australia has deposits, but the cost of shipping it around the world is prohibitive. The US doesn't want to rely on China for our lithium. All of these make projects located in North America very appealing. Battery producers in Canada, the US, and Mexico need more reliable suppliers, especially with rising electric vehicle demand. The International Energy Agency did a study, and it forecasts soaring EV battery demand will require around 50 new lithium projects to be created by 2030 to fill this demand. They expect a 40x increase in demand by 2040 for lithium batteries. And to top it all off for you, silver lovers, about a month ago, FE released a statement saying they recently discovered some silver. The lithium sector is going to be an interesting one over the next couple of decades, and it makes FE Battery Metals Corp a key player for 4 reasons. We have demand far outpacing supply. There are virtually 0 North American mining operations going on. FE has positioned themselves to be one of the first companies to provide supply to this very hot market, and best of all, they are located just a hop and a skip north. A local, reliable supply of lithium. No more relying on China and dealing with exorbitant transportation costs. I'm not a financial advisor, and as with any investment, please do your own due diligence to see if it's worthwhile for you. Factor in timing and pricing to see if it's a good time to jump in. I'd like to thank FE Battery Metals Corp for sponsoring this video. Your time is your most precious asset, and I appreciate you spending it here with me. Thank you all for watching. This is Campbell's Coins, and that is my 2 cents.